I'm about 2, maybe 3 years late on this movie, but hey, a review's still a review, and I watched the movie, so let's get to it. And like I said before, this movie right here, yeah, I'm 3 years late on it. Um, Honestly, at first my initial thought was I wanted to wait until all the hype died down because this movie was riddled, well, not really in controversy, but like a lot of hot takes and bad takes from a lot of people who didn't really watch the movie itself or was just trying to deliver hot takes when it was popular at the time, because the most popular thing is to hate on the thing that is the most popular, even if it really is that good and deserves all the credit it gets. So I was like, let me wait, let the hype die down, watch it for myself, and see what was the deal with this movie. And this movie is actually intriguing. It caught my attention from jump, um, especially how they just off Keith David like that in the beginning, bro. I was like, golly, you had this man play the father role just to get off in the initial credit scene in the opening. I was like, God, dog, man, it's kind of cold, especially with the caliber of actor that Keith David is. So, without all this to say, that essentially what this is about is um, a son and Daniel Kaluuya who has to take responsibility of the ranch and basically be the farmhand taking care of the horses and stuff, because they essentially run a business where they lease out the horses to movie companies that use horses in order to make their movies, right? And he's now the sole proprietor and responsible of that business. And his sister basically sells the business. She's the witty people person who sells the dream to these companies and they get them to do business with them, right? So his sister Kiki Palmer, basically she has direction, but she doesn't have no plan. And her plan is simply to, like a three-step plan. I do this and I do this, and the result will be this. And you can't really tell her otherwise, right? Because she has her set on this plan, and she was so much seen as the black sheep because the son basically followed in the father's footsteps while the daughter was a free spirit, right? And then they got the competitor Stephen Yeun, who really didn't show up until maybe like Act Two, I would say. And basically, he's been wanting to buy out Daniel Kaluuya's um, business for a minute and buy the horses. And when they ran on tough times, Daniel Kaluuya made a hard decision, right? But anyways, all this to say, what's the monkey wrench in this movie is the fact that there's an alien, a monstrous alien that looks like a cloud that sucks up basically humans, anything that's living, and it's like a predator, right? And that's the that's the thing that got Keith David killed in the beginning because it sucked up something, and then whatever fell out of his mouth was falling at a trajectory so hard, so fast that, and the acceleration, gravity pulling it down, it essentially went like a bullet straight through his head. It was a coin, right? And it went like a bullet straight through Keith David, and he died on impact. So that's the reason why, and I think that's the reason why this movie is sparking a lot of controversy, or it sparked a lot of conversation at the time, was because a lot of people didn't really catch the themes of it, and the themes of it is more so to do with the relationship between Kiki and Daniel Kaluuya, and they explained that in the movie, but I'm not gonna go too much deep into it because there's a lot to go into note. But I will say that I really like this movie, just like how I like Get Out. Jordan Peele is a very creative dude, and the way that he can tell a story and include some of the most wildest things in there that you would not think would add to the story or the themes that he's trying to tell at all, but really do. My hats is off to him, man. I really like Nope. If I had to give this a rating, I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts on it, and yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one.